Hey, welcome to the Fitness Together 30-day challenge. Today we're going to be going through the first phase of the conditioning exercises. What we're going to start out with is some basic exercises. What we're going to do is start with the harder exercises first, and then we're going to seep into an easier version of those exercises. Now the objective is to get up to 30 repetitions. If you can't do that, then you want to start with 10 and work your way up. So first we're going to go through a basic squat. Now when you're doing squats, you want to make sure your hands are straight out in front of you. Okay, that's going to be your counterbalance. Your knees doesn't go over your toe, and you drop your hips straight down in that fashion. Okay, come all the way up. Now we're going to go into an easier version, and that's going to be a ball squat. If you can't keep your knees behind your toes and you're on your toes the whole time, you're going to go to a ball squat. Stay on your heels. That's the objective of most of these exercises. On the heels, knees don't go over the toes, and straight down and up. Perfect. Okay. Come all the way up. Next we're going to go into a push-up. Push-ups are basic, so all the way down on the floor. One thing you don't want to do is let your hips drop all the way down and sag. You want to make sure they're up, abs are nice and tight. Your chest should be the first thing that hits the floor, all the way down and all the way up. Okay? Now if you can't do that, then what you want to do is put your knees on the floor. There we go. Keep your body in a straight line, all the way down again, and all the way up. Perfect. Alright, so that's the easier version. The next one we're going to go through, I'll come all the way up, Rob, is a lunge. We're going to start with the hardest part in the lunge is straight down, all the way down, okay, and back up, and alternate legs. Now again, objective is don't let your knee go over your toe, okay. Now go ahead and go into a split. This is the easier version of that lunge, okay. You're going to have both legs at 90-degree angles as you go straight down and straight back up. Good. Most of your weight is going to be pushed through your heel. The back foot, you're going to be on your toe. Perfect. Good. Come all the way up. The next exercise on that list is a modified pull-up. Okay. Now, you're going to need a bar for this one. This is the only piece of equipment that you will need for this training regimen. So if you keep your feet straight on this one, that's going to be the hardest part. Okay. Make sure you hold form. Pull your shoulder blades together at the top and all the way back down. Good. All the way up. Hold form the whole time, all the way down. Now you want to make this exercise easier. Pull your heels in, bend your knees. There we go. Use your lower body to support all the way up and all the way down. Perfect. Good. The next exercise we're going to go through is the dips. Come all the way up. Now again, you can do this on a bench or a chair, anything about 2 feet in height. And it's just basic. Again, your feet all the way out is the hardest part. All the way down, drop your hips straight down, keep your body close to the bar as possible. Keep your shoulder blades together again. Exactly, and then pull your feet all the way in. There we go, and that just makes it easier. And you want to get to, past this point, you want to get to the hardest exercise. But this you can start with if you can't do the one with your feet out. Good, come all the way up. The next one we're going to go to is a wood chopper. Now the wood choppers is a total body exercise. You can start with the weight. This is a 2 pound weight. And Rob's going to have his arms straight out in front of him. There we go. All the way down to one side, all the way to the other. Now you want to make sure you drop from the hips. There you go. Pivot the back foot all the way down to one side, all the way to the other. Good. Go ahead and stop. And other side. So make sure you do both sides, of course. Pivot and all the way back up. Okay. Don't bend so much from the waist. Go ahead and do it wrong for me, Rob. And bend from the waist and not the knees. Waist and not the knees. There we go. We don't want to be doing that. Okay, bend from the knees and not the waist. Okay. Okay, the next exercise we're going to go through on that list are crunches. Now when you do crunches, you can do this in various ways. Go ahead and lay down on your back. Okay, the hardest one we're going to start with is with your legs straight out. Okay. Bring your legs all the way up until your back is flat. Keep them straight though. All the way up, okay? This is what your starting position. You're going to pull all the way in into a crunch. Elbows to knees, hold. There we go, and all the way back out. Everything straight, legs straight. There we go, but keep your back flat as possible. Pull all the way in, and then all the way back out, okay? Now to make this easier, go ahead and bend your knees, okay? Keep them on the floor, and that's your starting position. The objective is to make your back as flat as possible. Come all the way in, hold it, and all the way back out. Okay. You can start with this one and then go to the straight leg one after that. Alright? The next one from there on that list is a bicycle. The bicycle is just elbow to opposite knee, alternating. So go ahead and go through back and forth, Rob, for me. There we go. Exactly. Now Rob's coming all the way up into pretty much a sit-up position. If you can't do that, then stay on the floor. Bring your legs up just a little bit, all the way, both of them. There we go, straight up. And then alternate legs from there, back and forth. Okay. Now that's the easier version. You want to work up to coming all the way into the sit-up. All right. And then the last one on that list, which is a scissor kick. Go ahead and put both legs straight up for me, Rob. Hands at your side. There you go. One leg goes down at a time. There you go, just like that. Keeping your back as flat as possible. You want to sink your lower back into the floor. Okay. Now, again, if you can't do that, the easier version of that, go ahead and put both legs straight on the floor and pick one leg up at a time. All the way up and back down. When you come up, again, your lower back sinks all the way down to the floor. And crunch the abdomen as tight as possible. Awesome. Now that's the list for the first phase of your 30-day challenge. Good luck.